Saturday morning and we're here in the Otavalo market, and Saturday is the biggest day here. The market itself actually has been around since pre-Incan times. Back then, vendors used to come out of the jungles and from all corners of the country to come and trade their goods here. And now, this market as it is has been around for hundreds of years. So you have mostly artisans in the center of the market, and once you start walking around to the edges, you'll see people selling stoves, firewood, vegetables, just about anything that you could need you'll find around here on Saturday. So the Otavalo market is really special for me, and also for the Andean Collection. This is, first of all, where I met the artisans. It's also where I was first introduced to all the really cool materials that they use, like the tagua and the pambio and all of the different types of rainforest seeds that they work with. So every time I come here, this is always the first place we come before we do any of the design workshops with the artisans. And basically what we're looking for is, inspiration, to incorporate some of the designs that they're already using, look at the colors that they're using, and then incorporate that into our own collection so that we really keep the culture of the Andean indigenous groups in our collection. If you ask the people who work in the market, where they get their artistic forces from, they'll always say from the volcanoes and from the mountains that surround them. So it's a little bit hard to see in here from the market, but once you get a little bit outside, you can see that this area is there's two large volcanoes that look down upon the Otavalo Valley. And so that's really where the inspiration comes. They say their colors come from the sky, from the volcano, and from the earth. So you'll see a lot of great earth tones, but also then bright splashes of colors that come from their clothing. So,
isn't that cool though? It's
like this one, right?
Now we could put some acai in the bottom.
Yeah.
Basically, I love to go through what they have on the table, and I'm always looking for new colors, new designs that I haven't seen before that we can kind of source from them and bring them to the workshops tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, and maybe incorporate their ideas into what we've been discussing back in New York and kind of combine them together.
One of the things that we do when we're at the market is kind of search out for new materials that we want to work with, and just talk to other vendors and see who else could maybe become part of our project. So this is some of the belts that they use in the indigenous clothing. So we've been looking around all morning to try to find the best belts, and these we think have really nice soft colors and a really nice design. So what we might do is go visit the workshop where these are made and see what we might be able to incorporate into our collection. Once they put on their hair.
I like it.
Tourists from all over the world come to this market, and what's great about the Andean Collection is that we are bringing elements of this market to you in the U.S. and in Europe and in the Caribbean. Our stuff is in stores around the world.